Ayan, Mimo, and the artistic wonders of Michelangelo. Once upon a time, in a small town surrounded by rolling hills, there lived a curious 5-year-old boy named Ayan. Ayan's best friend was a playful Scottish fold kitten named Mimo. Together, they loved to discover new things, explore their imagination, and go on magical adventures. One sunny afternoon, Ayan's grandfather handed him an old leather-bound book with faded pages. This book tells the story of Michelangelo, one of the greatest artists who ever lived, his grandfather said. "Who is Michelangelo, Grandpa?" Ayan asked, flipping through the pages and seeing pictures of grand sculptures and beautiful paintings. Michelangelo was a master artist who created some of the most famous works of art in the world, his grandfather explained. He could turn a block of marble into a lifelike statue and paint ceilings that looked like the heavens. Ayan's eyes widened with excitement. "Can we see his art?" he asked eagerly. With a knowing smile, his grandfather placed a small, smooth stone in Ayan's hand. "This is the stone of imagination. Hold it tight, and you and Mimo will be taken on an incredible journey." As soon as Ayan grasped the stone, a soft glow enveloped him and Mimo. In an instant, they found themselves in a grand hall filled with towering marble sculptures and magnificent paintings on the walls and ceiling. The air was filled with the smell of fresh paint and the echo of a chisel against stone. Ayan and Mimo looked around in awe. Before them stood a man with a strong, determined face, wearing a simple tunic with his hands covered in marble dust. It was none other than Michelangelo himself. "Welcome, Ayan and Mimo." Michelangelo greeted them warmly. "You've arrived in the heart of my studio, where imagination becomes reality." Ayan was amazed. "Are you really Michelangelo?" he asked, hardly believing his eyes. Michelangelo nodded with a smile. "Yes, I am. And today, I'll show you the wonders of art." He led them to a massive block of marble in the center of the room. "This," Michelangelo said, "is where it all begins. Inside this stone is a beautiful statue, waiting to be freed." Ayan watched in fascination as Michelangelo picked up his chisel and hammer. With skillful hands, he chipped away at the marble, slowly revealing the form of a graceful figure. As the statue took shape, Ayan could see the fine details, the gentle folds of the robe, the serene expression on the face. "Art," Michelangelo explained, "is about seeing what others cannot. It's about bringing dreams to life, whether in stone, paint, or any other medium. Each creation tells a story, and each stroke of the chisel or brush is a step in that journey." Next, Michelangelo led them to a high scaffold, where the ceiling was covered in vivid colors and scenes of angels, prophets, and the heavens. "This is the Sistine Chapel," he said proudly. "I painted it to show the beauty and power of creation." Ayan and Mimo stared in awe at the breathtaking masterpiece above them. The figures seemed to move, and the colors glowed with life. "How did you paint something so amazing?" Ayan asked, his voice full of wonder. "With patience, dedication, and a love for the art," Michelangelo replied. "Even when the work was difficult, I never gave up. Each brushstroke brought me closer to completing my vision." He then handed Ayan a small paintbrush. "Take this, Ayan. It's the brush of imagination. With it, you can create your own masterpieces just as I did." Ayan accepted the brush, feeling its weight in his hand. "Thank you, Michelangelo. I'll cherish this forever." As they continued to explore the studio, Michelangelo shared stories of his other famous works, like the towering statue of David and the majestic dome of St. Peter's Basilica. He encouraged Ayan to always follow his passion, and to see the beauty in everything around him. Before long, the glowing light surrounded Ayan and Mimo once more, gently carrying them back to their cozy home. The stone of imagination rested quietly in Ayan's hand.